This is going to be a video that's going to upset a lot of people. And I'm not going to change what I say to make you like me because I only speak things that are true. Um, I don't care about the marketing. There's a lot of people who are very good at marketing, and I allow them to go be the people who are good at marketing. I'm not good at marketing. I don't want to be good at marketing. I want to be good at coaching. The discussion here is going to be coaching tactical athletes, and I'm going to start things off with a simple analogy, or whatever metaphor, anything as an example for you. Have you ever driven a Porsche 911 Turbo? If you have, you will understand this immediately. If you haven't, you'll have to take my word for this because, well, really it's common sense. A Porsche 911 Turbo has a very sensitive clutch, so if you don't drive a stick very well, you're not going to do well with a Porsche 911 Turbo. That doesn't make a Porsche a bad car. It's a fantastic car, but you'll need to know how to drive a stick. And so if you don't know how to drive, say, an S10 manual or a Civic, just everyone's basic Honda Civic. You remember those. We used to all soup them up as kids, put a turbocharger in it. If you can't drive a Honda Civic manual, you have no business getting into a Porsche 911. Does this make sense? If you don't know how to drive a stick with a regular car, why would you buy a Ferrari, a McLaren, a Bugatti? Why would you buy that vehicle, a Lamborghini? That would not be your first car with a manual transmission. You would start off with something much more forgiving, like a Chevy S10. When it comes to training tactical athletes, I don't understand why people market these extremely complex, sexy things. Oh, they need to be doing French contrast. Oh, they need to be doing triphasic. Oh, they need to be doing whatever the fuck it is that you are programming, okay? This is nonsensical. Sorry. It's just the way it is. And I don't care, actually. I'm talking about tactical athletes here because of the marketing. But the reality is, let's say I have a pro football player. He's a professional and he's elite at playing football. Football. Just as a Navy SEAL is elite at close quarters combat. That does not mean that they are elite in the weight room. They probably don't have an elite powerlifting total. So, when you look at the needs, and you look at the ability and the training age, right? Oh, he's very good at throwing a football. Okay, what's his back squat? Oh, he can't even back squat his own body weight. We've seen the pictures of Tom Brady. Tom Brady was not some amazing physical specimen or some incredible combine athlete, okay? Similarly, you get a Navy SEAL, and this individual did very well at BUD/S and SQT and everything like that because they're fantastic at running and swimming, and they can do all this endurance shit, but they don't have an elite bench press. They don't have an elite level deadlift or an elite level squat. They don't snatch and clean like an Olympic weightlifter. They have rather average levels of strength. I guess above average compared to the population, but certainly compared to a powerlifter, no. So most of the people doing tactical strength and conditioning are doing a disservice by providing these extremely complex programs. What people really need is basic beginner level type barbell training. We're going to come in and they already do all the things that they need to do. They run, they swim, they sprint, they jump, they run obstacle courses. Gosh, what are you going to do in the gym? Oh, I know. I'll tell you the answer. We're going to do really high quality squats. Really good form, maybe even tempo work so they dial in their form. We're going to do really good high quality deadlifts, picking something up off the ground. And no, they're not power lifters, so it doesn't have to be a competition style deadlift. They can do trap bar deadlifts. Same thing for that squat. It doesn't have to be a competition style squat. It can be a front squat. It could be a safety bar squat. We're going to do some type of pressing movement, and we're going to make sure it goes overhead as well. So we're going to do dumbbell overhead presses because their shoulders are already beat up from other shit. And then we're going to do some high quality pulling movements. And they do enough pull-ups as it is because of all the bodyweight PT that they do. So we're probably going to choose something like a single arm row. That way they get that really good scapular retraction. They're already doing tons of push-ups. They don't need more horizontal pressing. They're already doing tons of pull-ups. They don't need more vertical pulling. So we're going to work on the things that they don't do in their regular training. You know what? I'm going to wrap up this video right there. I'm going to tell you that if someone's pitching to you long-term athlete development, zone 2 cardio, French contrast, triphasic, etc., and they are claiming to be a tactical strength and conditioning specialist, first question you should ask them is, how many years did you spend in the military? If at all, did you spend any? And you know what? It doesn't have to be the military. Maybe you went to FLETC. Okay? How much tactical experience do you have? Even just 1 year would be more than adequate for you to understand the demands and the needs. Okay? I'm not asking for someone who's a 20-year veteran, but you should have some first-hand knowledge. It'd be like me telling you I'm going to coach hockey, but I never played hockey. That wouldn't make any sense. And the next thing I'm going to point out to you is then the next thing you need to look at is you need to ask this person why the complex programming. Why? Why do they need French contrast? Why do they need triphasic? Because they don't. It's ridiculous. They don't need conjugate either. I know that's going to hurt a lot of feelings, but they just don't. Most people at that level just need basic beginner level barbell training.